Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is the KV-2, the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and this one's under the command of Oleg Swirexek. And, well, this is the coronavirus KV-2, and it says quarantine on the side. Now, he's entered into the battle in platoon with two other teammates. I won't pronounce their names, but one's in the Churchill 7, the other one's in a P-43 Biz. And Oleg, he's armed with a 152mm howitzer, mounted in a rather large turret on top of the hull that used to belong to a KV-1. The Soviets made the KV-2 to deal with the Finnish bunkers in the Winter War, and it was quite successful at dealing with them as well. Oh, noticed enemy tanks coming up to the centre line. Pair of AMX ELCs, or ELC AMXs depending on when you join the game. Now there are enemy Arty in this game, so it is advisable to keep moving if a light tank spots you. Otherwise you might end up being on the receiving end of a shell. The enemy's got a bishop and a gorilla, and they tend to be a bit accurate. Well, Oleg likes moving out long range to see where everyone is. He's got good situational awareness that way. And he's coming up on a Baguette Panther, the French Panther, which is basically the same as a VK3002M. And he has been seen this time. It was the LC that spotted him. He's pulling back because he's anticipating an Arty round. Okay, would have gone unspotted, but only briefly. And he's been spotted again. Now, it might be somebody up on the hill, but... oh, he's got the baguettes. Go for it. Oh, went right past him, but... and he's pulling back to avoid the Arty. It's a 19.17 second reload, and he's using premium consumables, so that speeds up the reload. Let's see if he can get that T-34. He's loaded. Yep, got him. That's his first kill. Now, the coronavirus KV-2, the skin was designed and built by Sir Rusty. He built it very, very quickly, actually. And it says coronavirus quarantine on the side of the turret and stay home, stay safe on the back. Now we're doing this special to enable people to suggest to them that to stay safe from the virus they need to stay at home, stay safe and play World of Tanks. Not that we're getting paid by World of Tanks to say that, but obviously I think it's much more fun playing World of Tanks than it is getting coronavirus, really. Okay, that ELC is just around the corner of the rock. He's getting ready just in case he does poke his head round. Our guys have managed to come down from the hill, so we've got no threat to the right hand side of the vehicle. It's what's to the left is at the moment the threat. And there's a tree went down. Oh, we just blind killed a VK3001H, and there was an Arty round, and there was no splash to that, so that has to be from the bishop. Okay, a number of enemy tanks have come into sight as well. He's dialing in on the baguette. Nope, gone back to the Churchill 1. Slower. And looks like he got some splash on the Churchill 1, but didn't get a direct hit. Now he needs to be careful because that bishop got a very near miss with the last shot. Okay, he's pushing forward to get a shot in the OI. But he's decided to go for the Su-85. Didn't get it this time. I think the wreck of that M10 was getting in the way. Number of enemies come into sight again. This time round, oh, thought about the T-37. He's going to go for one of these guys instead. IKV. No, didn't get a kill this time. He's having to squeeze past that wreck. P-43 Biz, not a few seconds to go before he's reloaded. He's just taken damage from a teammate. Nope, didn't get a kill there either. It's a long distance the shell's got to fly, and so the shell will fly high because it's HE. Here comes the baguette. Oh, OI. Much better target. Yep. 442. Definitely hit him. Non-penetrating shot, unfortunately. The HE rounds are 910 alpha, and the AP rounds 700, but they'll penetrate 136mm of armor with a premium. Oh, we got the T-37 with a leading shot. Very nice. We've got a Panzer IV-H getting behind us, though. You've seen that. Panzer IV-H has been dealt with by our P-43 Biz, our platoon mate, who's just alongside us at the moment. We lost the other platoon mate, unfortunately. It does look like the enemy is camping in the northwest corner of the map. 40 TP's trying to stop them from going to the south, and we've got the Su-85 just a short distance away. Well, he fires a blind shot in there, but doesn't get any joy off that one. And looks like our teammates actually getting, our platoon mates getting fired on. Su-85's moving up to have a look as well. Of course, there's spotting damage to be made here from any hits. That 40 TP needs to move up as well, so he can find out where the enemy are. Yep, they're suggesting he move forward. And he's doing so. Good. That's helpful. It might be helpful if Oleg did as well, because the closer he is, the more chance he's going to get a direct hit on target. But of course the enemy might see him as well. Oh, we just lost the Su-85 to their baguette. Now I have the sneaking suspicion the baguette is in the bushes. And I think that's what Oleg thought as well, because that's why he aimed one towards the bushes. I don't think he was aiming at the right bushes though. There's some bushes on a ridgeline nearest to us, not this one but next along. And he has been spotted already, even though most of the turret was actually below the ridgeline. So somebody's fairly close, and that's the Arty having a pop as well. They can see that he's got the most kills. The Bishop's got 4 kills as well, so he's actually quite good. But he's out of range at the moment. He's obviously retired to the northwest corner. Once we get back in range of him, he'll start shooting. Oleg's decided to go up to the tree line. And there's the nearest enemy. It's an ARL-44. French tier 6 heavy tank. Not a very good one, as according to David Fletcher. And he's now out the game. And the 40 TP would have picked up the spotting on that. Now we've got the OI, and unfortunately the Habitcha goes down. So we've got the OI fairly close. We're not loaded yet, but we are going to be very shortly. And a big hit for 296, but it doesn't take the OI down. Unfortunately, that also means that enemy Arty's probably going to have another pop at us. Yes, I can predict these things are going to happen. I know I'm an Arty player. I know exactly what they get up to. Now he's got a few seconds before the Arty reloads and fires another one in. Takes out the OI, took a round from the Bishop just as that happened. It tracked him. He needs to get moving. He can't stay here because the Bishop and the Gorilla will go on him, and they'll keep firing in. That was a round from the Bishop that just missed. He needs to get out of this spot quickly. He'll go unsighted any second, and now he should be safe. And there's rounds landing, but they're landing behind him, so yep, the enemy Arty can't see him anymore. The Gorilla's not going to waste shots. The Bishop has got rounds to spare, so he will keep trying if he's got an inkling of where Oleg is. But Oleg can't afford to knock things down like trees, because that gives them an instant clue where you are. And the Bishop will more than likely fire around in this direction to find out what knocked down that tree. He didn't, which is surprising. Unfortunately, we did lose our platoon mate during that action as well. He was taken out of the game. So busy what was going on with the KV-2, we didn't see that he died. But so it's down to 3 on our team, 4 on the enemy team. Both sides have got 2 Arty, but the enemy team has got that Baguette Panther and they've got a P43 Biz. And we know the Baguette is a good player. Oh, there's the Arty shots. His Sixth Sense didn't go off, so I think that was a speculative shot by the Bishop. I also have a sneaking suspicion that he's pulled back because that P43... Oh, no, the Baguette has just been... the Baguette's just killed our M41 HMC, and the P43 did go round the corner, and I think that's what he was suspecting was going on. The enemy was relocating, going around the railway line, down the east side of the map, and he gets a near miss on the P43. I don't think he was seen, but we've lost both our Arty, and it's now Oleg is all on his own. One more kill to get a top gun. Of course, he can get all 4 kills. That would give him Radley's. Well, 3 kills would give him a Radley's. He's put himself nicely in the bushes. Well, the enemy's decided to cap, but I suspect they were actually passing through the cap in this direction. Probably be a good idea to move forward to that tree line. There comes the P43. And 1 shot's enough to finish him off. And that's the top gun, but he was seen, so he needs to keep moving because the Arty will be on him. There's the Baguette. He's through there in the bushes. So he's fairly close. And the enemy Arty is having a go. The Gorilla and the Bishop, so they must be fairly close. The Bishop has got a very short range. Yep, the Bishop's now falling behind him, so he's gone unspotted. The Baguette was in the bushes to our right. There's the Baguette. Yeah, he was in the bushes to the right. His Sixth Sense would have gone off. He's pulling back. He's just behind that ridge line in the dip. He doesn't know where we are, but we saw him. So he's... Oh, and there's the last minute. Here comes the Baguette. And there goes the Baguette. And that means he's got 7 kills now. 1 more, he gets the Radleys. He's driving north as quickly as he can. The Gorilla and the Bishop have to be fairly close. The Bishop was firing on him, and it's a short range Arty, so he has to be within a few, maybe 4 grid squares. There he is! And that's the Radleys! Now, can he get the win? 26 seconds to kill the Gorilla. Now the gorilla doesn't necessarily have to be far away. He could be a lot further away. He's very close. Go for the kill. Pulls back. Was he seen? I don't think so. Goes for the kill. Wins the game. Well done, Oleg. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. It was an ace tanker for Oleg Swaricek. Sorry, I've mispronounced your name this time. It was an ace tanker for Oleg. We'll put it that way. He managed to get a Hand of God, a Bruiser, a Duelist, and a Fire for Effect out of the minor medals. Out of the epics and the battle heroes, he managed to get a Radley Walters Medal for killing 8 of the enemy. He got 9 in the end. He got a Pascucci's Medal because he killed 2 enemy Arty, the Bishop, and the Gorilla. And he also got a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 4,003 hit points of damage in that one. Next highest scorer was the Bishop with 1952, and then the Baguette with 1932. When it came to kills, it was again Oleg with 9 kills, 5 kills for the Baguette, and 4 kills for the Bishop. And when it came to base XP, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,685 base for him. 1,040 for the AMX ELC on his team, and then 746 for the Baguette on the enemy team. He fired 22 rounds, got 13 direct hits and 6 penetrations, 10 splash. Damage of 4,003 hit points, of which 2,760 were at more than 300 meters. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 1 penetration, 1 non-penetration, and 8 hits by way of splash damage. And he blocked damage of 135 hit points in total. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 9, and did 57 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 38,344 credits, and after repair, ammunition, respawn, consumables, took away 15,103 credits. He received 1,685 XP, got 379 for playing in a platoon, and took away 2,907 experience points altogether. So, fantastic game there by Oleg Swaricek. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yes, we do hope we all derp coronavirus, and we did the special to fight coronavirus, and stay home and stay safe. And if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.